Hi guys, welcome back to Vitale Style. Today you are getting ready with me on doing this look, which is the look I am wearing in some of my new upcoming Laura in the Kitchen videos. Starting with the eyes, I'm starting with my favorite primer because I know it's going to keep things in place all day. It's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Pop that all over the eyes, and then I'm going to use the Smashbox Cream eyeshadow in Icon. Oh, so gorgeous. Pop that all over the lid. This just ensures everything stays locked in place all day long, which is good because I usually film for about 12 to 15 hours. Then taking this Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush, I'm just going to buff things out. Then going in with the OG of the Naked palettes, taking the color Smog on my Sigma E55 and patting that all over the eyelid. I'm going for a real nice bronzy looking eye. And then I'm going to take an E25 brush in the color Naked, and I'm going to just use that as a transition color and pop that into the crease. It makes any other color just blend a lot easier. Then taking a small shadow brush and the color Dark Horse, and I'm going to pat that all over the outer corner. I'm not just going to focus in the crease just yet. I'm just focusing on building it on the outer corner, building a little bit of definition to the eye. And then just pop that a little bit into the corner. There you go. And then using that same E25 brush, whatever's left on it, I'm going to just buff out the edge really quickly. Then taking my Sigma E55 brush, I'm going to dip that into Half Baked, which is a gorgeous gold color. I just love it. And I'm going to pat that in the center of the eye. And you can see I'm just patting it in so it's not depositing too much color. I just want it a light amount of it. And then taking that same E25 brush from Sigma and taking the color Buck, and I'm going to pop that into the crease just to give it a little bit more intensity, but also it's got a little bit of a red undertone, so it looks good on my eyes. Then taking the color Sin and using a small shadow brush. This is by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to pop that into the inner corner. And then with that same brush, I'm taking Virgin and highlighting under the brow bone because I want my eyebrows to look like they are lifted to the roof. Then taking my Stila liquid liner, I'm just going to put that on. I'm going to create like a wing liner. Now I promise I'll do an in-depth tutorial on this, but as you can see, all I do is I start at the corner, make my wing, and then just flick it in. I will do an in-depth tutorial on this very, very soon, I promise. So just create it as thick or as thin as you want, and you can just stop halfway or go all the way in if you want to. Then taking the Sigma E45 into Dark Horse, now is the time I'm going to focus on the outer corner, just kind of really building that definition and that intensity. And then I'm going to tight line using my Urban Decay Perversion liner. And now I'm going to start on the face. Taking my Spackle primer from Laura Vitale, I'm going to apply this with my fingers all over the face. This is a really good primer if you're going to want your foundation to last all day, because it definitely helps. And then taking my Armani Corrector in 02, and I'm going to pop that under my eyes and just blend it with my fingers, just because I feel like it works much better when you blend it with your fingers. And then taking the best foundation ever, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, I'm going to put that all over the skin and then buff it in with my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki. This is a foundation you go to if you want something that lasts all day long and looks perfection the moment you put it on till the moment you take it off. But it's just not good for flash photography because it has SPF in it. Just going to buff that in and then just going to set it in place with this wet it's like the Real Techniques version of a beauty blender. And then I'm going to take my favorite concealer, which is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in light and medium because I'm soft tanning a little bit. So I mix the two. I put that under my eyes and around my nose because I have a little bit of redness. And just taking that same sponge and just putting that into place. And then taking my Secret Burning Powder from Laura Mercier. Too many Lauras going on today. Plus a little singing break there. I'm just going to set my concealer with it so that I know it's not going to crease, and I'm just going to keep on singing for a couple of minutes and belt it out. There you go. And then I'm just going to use this liquid, it's like a liquid highlighter from Becca. I'll list all the products below and all the brushes and everything. And this is a Real Techniques stippling brush. I'm just going to put that on the top of my cheekbones for like an inner glow. Set it in place with that wet sponge once again. And then taking this Airspun translucent powder that smells like my Nonna Nunzia, bless her heart, miss her dearly, but This stuff smells like 1984. Just going to pat out the T-zone because I'm going to be filming for hours and hours, so I'm going to make sure I'm matte in those areas. And then taking this Physicians Formula bronzer and bronzing up the face a little bit because my foundation's slightly lighter than my neck because I'm self-tanning. And then taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I'm going to just contour the cheekbones and the forehead and the nose, you know, the traditional places you contour. And then taking Gingerly by MAC, I'm going to pop that onto the cheeks. And now if you want to, you can go all the way onto the cheekbones like I do, or you can just do the back of the cheek. And then I blend the two together with this big bronzy brush from Equal Tools. This is an awesome brush for doing that. And then I'm going to highlight with Soft and Gentle by MAC using the best highlighter brush of all time, the F25 brush from Sigma. It is phenomenal. And then just taking a small brush, I'm going to take Dark Horse and run that under the lash line, smoking it out ever so lightly. And I'm also going to take a little bit of that Half Baked as well, just to lighten it up a little bit and give a little bit of light to underneath your eye. And that's pretty much it with the eyes. You just want to make sure that you curl your lashes. I think it makes a huge difference. Set everything in place with my Urban Decay All Nighter. I do this before I put my mascara on because I tend to always get mascara onto my skin, and it just marks my skin for some reason if it's wet. I'm going to just prime my eyelashes. This is just I believe it's a Clinique primer. I will leave it down below. It was just a sample. And I'm going to do a couple of coats of my L'Oreal Carbon Black, the original, and then a couple of coats of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lashes, Million Lashes, something like that. I'll leave everything down below for you guys. And just do a couple of coats of each. You could definitely apply falsies if you want to, but I usually don't when I film for Laura in the kitchen. Then I'm taking this Palladio Lip Liner in Salmon, the creamiest thing you'll ever put in your mouth aside from chocolate mousse. It is amazing. And then I'm going to outline with Milani's All Natural Lip Liner just to make it look like I have bigger lips than I really do. Then just taking Soft Nude from Revlon, and I'm going to just apply that all over the lips, and that is the finished look. This is a total go-to look for me when I film for Laura in the kitchen because it's just so long wearing, and I know it's foolproof from the time I start to the time I finish. It's just everything's gonna look the same aside from the lipstick because it will get worn off and I will reapply. But that's it. Mwah! Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.